So hi, welcome again. So now we are going to be say about by implementation of that Lambda architecture. So it's giving that good scalability and then so flexibility. That's the most advantage of the Lambda architecture. So increase in scalability, the flexibility is also that has been increased. So it can able to be handle the large and then sudden increase in the data flow also. And it giving that provided good data accuracy and then giving very good quality as that outcome, and it's giving the empowerment in the data driven decisions and easy to integrate with technical experts also. Okay, so now we have to be say about, so what is the key components of the Lambda architecture? That's the number one layer is called, that is the batch layer. So what I said in that earlier, the batch layer, it's do the process of batch processing. So already you hear this word, that is the batch processing in that operating system. There, how the process that has been grouped into that process, that is the relevant thing that has been grouped and then so put into the scheduler. The same way the batch layer, it's working on big data. And number two, the speed layer or that real-time processing layer. So this speed layer keeping the real scenario. That means it brings liveliness in the streaming. And then number three, it's called, that is the serving layer. So this serving layer provides the role of the data access. That means in what way the data that has to be sent. Is it that read only, or it needs that is that any feedback, or in that way the customer is have to give that any rating for that transmitted thing, or something you want to extract from that customer, and then so any role in that video by that customer. So all these parameters, that means that accessibility of the data that has been decided in that serving layer. And that's a number, and at last, the fourth stage is the data processing teams. So, and then backend, in that backend, the manual intervention is also needed, and then they have to be promptly send, that is the real-time data. It may be come from that camera, or it may be from the real-time environment, or it may be from that any form of conversion. That everything should be streamed properly. The Lambda architecture is also handle this data promptly. And then the Lambda architecture principles. So the scalability is happened in the percentage of around 22%. The real-time processing, it's all about, that is the 17%, and batch processing is for the 20%, and the resilience is for the 80%, and the data storage is of the 21%. So this is the key structure. And then we have to be continually see about the use cases of Lambda architecture. And then so where we can able to implement this Lambda architecture. In case if you want to go with that live streaming, you can able to implement that Lambda architecture. So number one, the impact on the data processing experts. So if I am that a data processing expert, if I want to do that is the certain solution to streaming that huge volume of the data with the liveliness, I can able to be go with the Lambda architecture, or the higher end tool is called the Hadoop architecture also. And the corporates are always using that is that huge data, huge volume of the data, in case that satellite kind of DTH. So there we are the companies, either the Sun TV or the BBC or the whatever it may be, they are streaming that huge volume of the data, either in the video and also in the audio. So all these things, it's handled by this real world application, that also handled by this kind of real-time streaming based architectures. And then also it influences the data engineers also. In case the data engineer is working with a huge volume of the data with the live streaming, they can able to be opt with the Lambda architecture. Okay, so what are all the challenges? So any architecture doesn't give the 100% solution for every problem. Everyone having the limitations and then so certain scalability. The same way the Lambda architecture is also having the certain challenges and then so scalability issues also. So the main thing, the first challenge is keeping the consistency between the batch and then so real-time processing. That is the major setback. So we have to continuous keep the continuous consistency. And then number two, that is the technical hurdles. That means managing the diverse technologies and then stacks and then integration, the new innovation concepts. So all these things also be taken into the consideration. And finally, and the concerns with the in perspective of the data scientist, they may have that worry about all the data that has been delivered without that any errors. That means good accuracy, and then so timeliness, the latency, the everything should also be guaranteed by the data scientist also. In case in the concept of the telemedicine, if the doctor is doing a surgery and then one doctor that's giving the inputs from some other end, there should be the 0% of the latency. Any delay in the presentation by the consultant physician, and then there may be the issue with the doctor who is in that operation theater. So these are all the certain issues in places when we have to keep the 100% of the accuracy, we have to be look over into the architecture. Is it produce the 100% accuracy? So these are all the certain flaws that's happening in that Lambda architecture. As I hopefully believe you may have that certain principal understanding of that Lambda architecture, and then so what are all the 3 layers that is the presented in that Lambda architecture also. So thank you very much.